on some much needed rest and some football.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, of course, I would like to welcome everybody to another episode of Leave It on the Court podcast with your host, Jay Dines. That's me with my little bro, Giannis, where we talk basketball, NBA basketball, everything basketball. Of course, when we start off, I need everybody to go to that YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Leave It on the Court podcast. Make sure you put that podcast at the end so we'll come up. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And I finally got my X back, so I'm finna finally start that. So you're gonna be checking just some little Twitter rants coming out of me soon. Pause. So all that being said, oh, and we have a winner, the homie T Streets. He went to the channel, picked out some shorts, sent us some shorts, and we finally got a winner for the 2K26. You know what I'm saying? So when everything's everything, he's gonna get that. And, you know, we're going to make sure he posts his dad and make sure so y'all know it's all Jesus over here. And, of course, cop your merch, that hashtag That's Game shirt. Make sure you cop that one time. So, with all that being said, Brody, what we got going today?
We're going to get into this Kawhi Leonard, quote-unquote, scandal. The allegations that he's just not beaten right now. We're also going to talk to you about the 2025 Hall of Fame enshrinement. And we're going to start this episode off speaking about Victor Wembanyama and the expectations coming into next season. Now, actually, before that, I do want to congratulate the German FIBA Euro basketball champions. Germany beat Turkey today on a game winner from Dennis Schroeder to win the FIBA Euro basketball championship. So, congratulations, Germany, man. Folks is doing their thing over there. The Germans, Alfred Şengün, Jokic, Giannis, folks is going crazy. But the San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama, he's been cleared of his blood clot that put him out for the season last year. We saw him meet with the monks, shave his head. We saw him meet with Kevin Garnett. We saw him get in the gym with Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He even completed a couple side quests and meeting Snoop Dogg and the cat from the Lord of the Rings. I'm excited about what we're going to see, or what I feel like we're going to see out of Victor Wembanyama. I got a couple questions for you. Do you think the Spurs put a team around Victor Wembanyama that will help him succeed in his journey this year?
I like the team around him. I like they got Mr. Clutch, the new Mr. Clutch on their team now. I like the additions to the team. I kind of don't really like the draft pick. I feel like they got three dudes that kind of like play. Let me get this out. I feel like that they have three of the same guys that play the same positions. You know, with the new rookie. His name is evading me at the moment right now.
Jalen Harper?
Yeah, there you go. Him. They all kind of like him, Castle, and Fox. They all kind of like play the same position because I really think Castle is like a taller point guard. But other than that, I like the team around him. I think that their defense outside of him is what's going to be the issue. They need to be able to make sure the front court and the back court is covered. I don't know what you would want to call De'Aaron Fox so far defensively. So we got to just see how that works out. And then with Wemby being so young, I have to see what a complete season looks like with him with the team. It's hard to rate players and how they going to be when you don't get a full picture of what they can look like, because they got De'Aaron in the middle of the season. And then halfway through, he got a little hurt. And then towards the end, Wemby got hurt. So we never really got a full, look at what the team looks like, at full capacity. So it'd be right now, I can say, yeah, he has a good team around him because on paper it looks good. But we just, we've seen a lot of teams that look good on paper. But then when you put them on the court, it don't match up. Hold on, we got a question. Who do y'all think is going to be the face of the NBA after LeBron retires?
Yeah, this question is from Grins 37. What is the face of the NBA? I'll take this one, Brody. I actually don't think that there will be a clear-cut face of the NBA once LeBron retires. Honestly, I think this is going to be somewhat of a group effort.
Yeah.
No one, no one in particular like stands out head and shoulders above like the rest, like just clear cut right now. But the NBA will be in better hands than it's ever been as far as its popularity, as far as its income, the amount of talent around the league right now, uh, and the amount of attention that the NBA gets online suggests that this will be like a really a fans league.
Mm-hmm.
Me, for instance, I'm a Warriors fan. I invest in NBA League Pass, and so has a gang of others because there's real parity in the NBA now. You don't know who's going to win. The West is crazy, and there's a couple of teams that in the East that's at the top that can really, really put they bid in for a championship. So,
Well,
um,
I think it's gonna be AE. I've been saying it for the longest.
mhm.
When you need a face, you need somebody with some what do you call it?
Charisma.
Personality, charisma, able to sell tickets. Um, I think that's who they need to put the team around, so he can just go ahead and just take that over. I know he said he don't want to be, but whatever. You really don't have no option once you become a star in the NBA. You are who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that AE has the personality and the game to put the league on his back. And then my other choice is SGA.
Yeah. Okay.
SGA win this championship, and I've seen interviews and I've seen these commercials. He has one of them. He has that dry humor about him. Like he's not like boisterous or nothing like that, but he exudes confidence, you know. And sometimes if you can take a person like Michael Jordan wasn't what you would call had a great personality or a super funny guy or nothing like that. So I look him and SGA are kind of like in the same window of type of person, but SGA I think has a little more personality because I seen the little commercial he had with Chet or whatever when they was doing the little matching outfits and stuff like that. So he has a little personality in him, and that kind of remind me of the Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, McDonald commercials and stuff like that, where Mike just got to show a little bit of personality and stuff. But it's out of them two. SGA, AE. I think SGA is probably more than likely going to be the guy because of his demeanor, though.
Yeah, great question, Grins 37, and it could be the guy we're talking about right now, Victor Wembanyama. Um, the
I think
the
it's
way
hard to tell a foreigner as the face of a league.
it is
It's
because I
hard to
think
tell
about Giannis, I think
American.
about Baker. Oh, go ahead.
I just think it's hard because it's an American game. So it's hard to sell somebody from over there as the face of our league. That's hard to sell. And if you go back in time, when have you ever seen it?
You haven't, but that don't mean it could never happen. The amount,
Most. It ain't
the
never happened. I mean,
and yeah,
if it
it
ain't
never
never happened,
happened. I mean,
kind of it ain't gonna never happen. If it ain't never happened, because we didn't have some dudes that's been viable dudes at the top that were foreigners that could have been the face, and it's like some things you just can't, um, give up. Like certain things that America, we're not giving that up. We're not gonna give up our sports and stuff like that. So we're gonna always try to keep an American-based guy as the face of our leagues. I think. Not gonna say
eh, yeah.
baseball hardest one because the Dominican players and stuff be so goddamn good. And then like kind of like they got an Asian pitcher right now that hits home runs and pitches shutouts. So it's kind of like hard. How do you can't deny that? Like but like football and basketball, it's very very rare you see a foreigner as a face.
All right, like right now, look at Giannis. He just got done competing in the FIBA Eurobasketball Championship. It's just even though his team was eliminated by the Turkish team, man, he dropped a triple double. He cried after the game, talking about it was one of the greatest accomplishments of his life. He's one of those guys that He plays great on offense. Plays great on defense. He's actually kind of funny, and he's dominant. It's just he's on the coattail ends of the LeBron, Steph, and KD era. So even if the reins are passed on, it's only going to be for that long. I think Giannis is 31 now, 32.
I think Luka got that close. If you're gonna tell you a foreigner, I think Luka probably be the closest thing to
There
being
go another one.
a
There go
face.
another one.
I'm gonna say a foreigner could be a face. It would have Luka would probably be before Wemby and all of them.
Because my man's playing in LA.
And he in LA too, so
Yeah, my man's playing in LA. So, in your opinion, will the Spurs, albeit if Wemby can stay healthy, Darian can stay healthy, will they finish in the top 6 in the West?
I want to say yeah, but I have to go over the rosters again in the West because the West just got better.
The West did. Let's get
The West is a lot better. So it's going to be a lot of teams that's like right at like 500 that's still going to be good. But since you're in the West, it don't matter.
It don't matter. Yeah, it's going to be
Like,
one of those in the seasons.
so
Yeah.
it's kind of like I want to say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. I like the Spurs a lot. I think the Spurs could finish top 3, 2 or 3, healthy.
Hell no. I'm not going that far. I ain't going that far.
Anytime you see a dude score 23 points and have 10 blocks, all you need is just some help around that dude. And they went and got some help. They got to do that. Could be a potential 50 point at any night, and De'Aaron Fox and Castle is coming on. He's coming on. He's coming to be like one of them dudes like you can call on every day. So I like the fact that he's I like the way the team looks. It's just how people take to each other. It's like, and when you play for the Spurs, you're gonna have to have a team mentality. So that what makes the Spurs so dangerous is that they ain't gonna have no choice. And I'm gonna say this. And I'm just keep it real. Wemby, all he is a taller version of Tim Duncan.
Them some big shoes, boy. That's a hot take right there.
Yes, it is. He's the best power forward ever. But if you look at the demeanor, if you look at the gameplay early and stuff, the maturity is there. The demeanor is there. He seems to be one of them dudes you ain't got to worry about off the court. He's a quiet leader. You're going to guarantee and get your double out of him. It's the same type thing with Tim, except he's taller. And then with the shot, Tim had the bank shot. This dude got the 3-point shot. So it's like same type thing. If you look at it, Pop liked them kind of do some quiet starts and dudes just gonna shut up and play. Like that's why I thought the Durant trade would have looked so nice with him next to Durant, because now we ain't got to rely on Durant trash ass playing defense, and he can just do his job, join the team and score. That's the only thing he good at.
Durant, like, what you say fuck me for?
Because, man, a disappointment. I don't care what anybody say. That boy is a disappointment. Yes, he's one of the most consistent big man shooters ever, but he's a disappointment. Outside the Warriors stuff, it's hard to give him the accolades that he deserves when he only won with somebody with a team that was like, all right, it's over. Like, as soon as you traded him, it was like, all right, this is over. We ain't even got it. Do we really need to guess who's going to be in the finals? Like, for real, if everybody healthy, we know the Warriors going to the finals. But it's like, when if he would have stayed with the Thunder, he would have so much more respect from me. Or if he would at least pulled it out his ass, pause, in New Jersey at least one time, he would have so much more respect for me. He's the add-on. He's the add-on. He's a really, really good add-on, but he's just an add-on. If you put him next to a guy like Steph, or you put him next to a guy like a LeBronish or something like that, you good. But the minute you put everything on him,
Uh,
Not looking
nah,
good for you.
uh, I what he did with the Brooklyn Nets. Um, he was literally inches a big toe away from going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay, I'll give you.
Um,
Do we really think he was going to win the next round with the team built the way it was and depleted as they was? Was he coming out that next round? If we really think about it, like yeah, let's say he makes the shot. Is he? I think it was Celtics again. I think it was Celtics, right? He would have had to play, or he would have beat the Celtics. No, he would have beat Milwaukee, so he would have had to play the Celtics. Is they coming out of them in that conference finals? Hell no. So does it really matter if he gets to the next round? If he's still finna get swept the next round?
I doubt they would have been swept, man. They did have
How
a roster. James
like
Harden did
everybody was
come back. He
everybody
was
though.
it was something. But um,
San Antonio, I can see them being the sixth, fifth, and sixth. They definitely
uh,
not a playing team, that's for sure.
so they got, of course, OKC coming back. You got Houston catching Kevin Durant. You got the Denver Nuggets. It looked like they just got better. You got the Warriors. They went on a tear to finish off the season. You got Minnesota coming back with another year of experience from AE and Julius Randle playing together. Ja coming back healthy. Um, Clippers, even though we don't know what's going on with the Kawhi thing, and then you got the Lakers with Skinny Luca. I don't know if San Antonio could crack that top six, but they got a chance.
You're saying that if everybody's healthy, pending health.
Oh, and I forgot to even mention Dallas.
Now Dallas is going to team. It's the team that everybody really should be scared of.
Yeah, I was just there's at least five teams where it's like with Dallas, Houston, OKC, Golden State, and Denver is like, oh well, shit, Minnesota. Where you like, oh,
Yeah, a lot of the teams within the top two or three are injury based. You hope everybody gets through the season healthy teams though, and a couple of them teams haven't happened in the last couple of seasons.
that's
So
true. That's
every
true.
everything is pending health. San Antonio, I would give a little bit more love outside because Wemby really shouldn't have got hurt. What he got hurt from wasn't like a ankle, knee, something like that. That was some old fluke, injury. Like, so I don't really count that as a real injury. It was more like a predicament. Let's say. So
I got you.
Antonio has a better chance probably than the Warriors, Denver, Houston finishing the season healthier or being coming into the playoffs more healthy than just because if we're going based off what's been going on with the teams for the last couple of years, Warriors Curry gonna get hurt at some point in the season, whether it's only for a week, a month, something like that. It just the timing of when it's gonna happen. Hopefully, it don't happen last year when he get hurt and then he get hurt right before the playoffs. Like, hopefully, that's not the case. Houston, can Durant make his third? Durant had won it last time. Durant has made it through a season in the last two seasons. He haven't made it through a season in the last two seasons. So, and the Clippers is probably I would put up in the top three with the other teams with the way they bake with the team if everybody's healthy, but that ain't never happened in the last 3-4 seasons. So that's why I say I can see San Antonio jumping up a few spots because it's a lot of unreliable players coming back in these teams that's in the upper ranks.
So speaking of the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard uh, can't beat the allegations, man. The for those who don't know, Salvatore has a podcast where he made allegations against the Clippers and them committing salary circumvention in order to pay Kawhi Leonard an extra $28 million to play for the Clippers, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You said something last week that I'm starting to agree with, man. Kawhi Leonard's uncle slash agent had allegations against him to get Kawhi to come to the Clippers with asking for certain gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the NBA did conduct an investigation, and they didn't find any fault. But it's just this is twice now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we're looking at is the NBA had a meeting Monday. NBA Board of Governors had a meeting. They went ahead and hired a outside law firm to do an investigation on these allegations for the salary circumvention in order to land Kawhi on the Clippers. What made you bring up Kawhi's uncle in this whole thing?
Because when you go back in history, even if you go back up into the San Antonio days, he just gave me a shiesty vibe to him. What's up, man? What's going on? What's the word? Is it well? How you say your name?
World Riz.
ZZ. What's up, ZZ? We gonna call you that.
What up? What up?
But no, from back then, we hear a lot of things about what Kawhi uncle need in order for Kawhi to come to the team. Like my uncle need this, my uncle need a house, uncle might need a car, it might need a plane, or he just try to make himself too comfortable. And when you look at Kawhi's demeanor, money launderer and scam artist does not come off him at all. He doesn't. Nothing about him
No.
says, "Oh yeah, I'll be on the computer scamming food." Nothing about Kawhi. Now you can't never tell people in behind closed doors. You never know. In the quiet ones, you gotta watch. But town business, Oakland, Cali. When you gotta do like your uncle, I just feel shystiness just all around it. Just the fact that your uncle is just gotta be a part of everything. He gotta be able to come to practice. He gotta be able to come again. And it's like he puts in the contract amenities that he needs to have. I just feel shystiness all over this. Not saying that as that but as an agent, you should be asking for perks. If I understand, and that's why it's a conflict of interest when you got your uncle or a family member as your agent. Because of course, if I'm an agent, I'll make sure I'm gonna get my nice percentage. But I ain't tripping off no planes and boats and houses and stuff like that. So I just feel shystiness going on, and this has something to me that feels like it got his uncle like look, Kawhi, because Kawhi seems like he like whatever you say, if you say it's a good thing, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get from them, that dynamic from them. So I feel like his uncle maybe put himself in the Ponzi scheme and might have messed up Kawhi being greedy. And my thing is like when you done made 2 max contracts and you working on your OG max contract, like how much more money do you need, to be pulling out of people and stuff like that? For real, now you got outside ventures where you sucking in people. Like one thing that Stephen A said that I will agree with. This dude is the most well-known dude for not doing nothing and getting paid.
We talking about Kawhi right now.
Yeah, this job is a job where he doesn't do nothing and he gets paid. And this is what's been going on in the NBA for the last 4 seasons. This dude don't do nothing and he constantly signing $200 million contracts. Like, for real. And don't play in the playoffs. He don't play half the regular season, but he still makes $200 million a goddamn year, damn near. And it's like he's the king of kicking it and making money, So I will give him that. Like Kawhi was like, so what? Look. This how that meeting went. Check it out. I'm calling Kawhi. I'm gonna be Kawhi too. Ring. What's up, Unc? How you doing today? What's up, nephew? Got this business venture, man, going on, you know what I'm saying, where we can help build trees, help the community and everything, man. I'm working with these guys. Well, who is these guys? Oh, don't worry about it. Some friends I met, in my little dealings and stuff. But it's good money. All right, Uncle, look, if it look good to you, you know what I'm saying, sign me up. You sure everything good? You ain't tripping? Yeah, man, what kind of money, man? Look, I'm talking about 30, 40, 50 million, man. We can just make this. All we got to do, all you got to do is chill. And I do everything else. You know what I'm saying? I worry about the checks and everything. I make sure you get your money and everything. All we gotta do is put your name on it. I even got the team behind it. You got the team behind it? Yeah, I got the team behind it, man. Bomber, like, man, look, y'all helping the community. Y'all making trees that'll help. Da-da-da-da-da. Hell yeah, I dropped 30 million on that. He like, oh, for real? So a Bomber behind it, then it must be legit. Yeah, nephew, it's legit. Blah, blah, blah. Get off the phone. Got that ass now, boy. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything that hit the fan, this is the new conversation. What the fuck, bro? Why this looking like, man, they trying to ban me or some shit with it? Nephew, I don't know, man. They played me too. I don't know what happened, bro. All I said was my nephew will help y'all get this business on the ground. I don't know why they trying to say you took 28 million because he's like, I didn't get 28 million. I didn't see 20. I know you didn't. I don't understand why you didn't see it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, nephew. I'm looking into it. You better, cause I might not be able to play no more. And then Bomber's like, "What the fuck, Kawhi?" He like,
Hey.
dude, I ain't got nothing to do with this. You gotta call my uncle. Man, fuck your uncle, man. This is your name on it. I gotta go on the damn interview and tell everybody I don't know what's going on. What's going on, Kawhi? What's going on, Kawhi? Man, I'm trying to get in touch with my uncle right now. Bro, uncle like, bro, look, I ain't got nothing to do with this. These white boys over there, man, they was over here talking about selling trees. All I said is I help them sell trees. I don't know what's going on. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what
Boy,
happened right there.
you got a
Right.
hell of an imagination, boy.
I'm telling you, that's what happened. That's what happened. Steve Ballmer's pissed. He like, nigga, you ain't played in 2 years and you got me in this bullshit. I'm about to cut you and your uncle.
And I ain't talking about from the team.
Yes.
So to our viewers who don't know, man, the Clippers are being accused, and Ballmer is being accused of salary circumvention by a company that was on the Clippers payroll. It's called Aspiration. It's supposed to be a tree business that's now bankrupt, and one of the CEOs of the business was arrested in relation to this quote unquote scheme. And it's just kind of amazing. We live in an era where someone can get on YouTube, get on Instagram, get on Facebook, put out a video of dots they connected themselves, and really cause waves in the NBA community. So the Pablo Torre, if you guys haven't seen it, you guys should go watch it. He breaks down his allegations on the Clippers basically painting Kawhi under the table, and it's like a 50-minute to an hour long video just explaining the whole situation. Um, who who's responsible? Who's most responsible? Who has the burden of protecting Kawhi Leonard?
Well, his uncle, we know the uncle has the burden because that's his agent and his manager. And we know that's the person that he trusts in the most. So that's why I say his uncle got something to do with this because, like I said, Kawhi doesn't look like an embezzler. There's nothing about Kawhi that says he embezzles money or he launders money or he, sits up and make Ponzi schemes and stuff. Nothing about Kawhi. So that's why I feel like his uncle had a lot to do with this. But there's nobody responsible for Kawhi but Kawhi. You need to know where your money's going and where you're receiving money from. You need to know what businesses your name is tied to. That's just you being diligent about who you are and what you have. And a lot of players that we can go back in history can tell you that they've been through these things where they rely on people. They take on these people that say they have a good idea. They invest in them and they end up messing them over. It's so many occasions and times where this not happen to players resting from restaurants to gas stations to grocery stores to convenience stores and all kinds of stuff that players have invested in, listening to people, family members, these people like outside people and stuff like that they invest their money in, and they get fucked basically. So when you have somebody that's controlling your every aspect of your life, so far as your money, where you go, how you sign things and stuff like that, it's I think it would be a good idea to keep an eye on their ass, because you're not playing with $2 or $3, bro. You playing with millions, and people. If you can pay somebody $1,000 to smack somebody out here, imagine if I can take $1 million from you, or I got a hold of millions of dollars and I control where it goes and how it's spent and stuff like that. What you think is gonna happen? So just because it's your uncle and stuff like that, I don't care. I don't trust none of my uncles. I love my uncles to death. Don't get it confused. But I don't trust none of them. For real. There's only one person in life I trust, and that's my brother. That's it. I don't trust my brother. I ain't gonna go there. I don't trust a lot of other people I'm really, really close to. You know what I'm saying? But it's because of what money can do, people's personality and how they are. You have to be very aware of what you got going on. But mostly when you're a freaking millionaire, you really gotta watch the people around you, bro. You really gotta watch the people around you, because they know once you quit and that money gone, what they get is gonna dry up a little bit, because I can't give you as much as I was giving you before, because I'm not playing no more. I'm not generating the kind of cash I was generating. So your check gonna get a little bit low. So if I'm gonna do like 2 or something like that, yeah, let me peel off quick 20 mil, 15 mil right quick before you retire. You know what I'm saying? But you leave residue like this when you do those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Which you leave your nephew, who probably believes in you with the utmost, that everything's legit, because you're not going to tell me that his uncle ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't care what anybody say, because he makes the deals. He's his manager. He has to be in with anything messing with over 10 or 20 million. He has to be on. He has to be in on. So I'm not look, they can try to put on Kawhi all they want. Like I say, he does not look like that dude. It's not like he's an Ocean 11 guy at all, and it's nothing about him says Ocean 11.
So, as of right now, there's an ongoing investigation, and there's no timetable on when this investigation will be resolved. This can take a couple of days. It can take a couple months. It can actually go well into the season. So, we will be keeping our ears to the streets, trying to figure out, how this investigation will conclude. Because as for right now, these are just allegations. Now,
I just said allegedly. Sorry, I need to put that on there. Allegedly. Sorry.
Right. And yeah, T-Shirts, we are talking Uncle Dennis, man. So, NBA Hall of Fame, man, our Hall of Fame inductees. Congratulations to Carmelo Anthony. Well deserved, man. Billy Donovan, Dwight Howard, and then from the women's side, Sue Bird. Quick little rant. I thought Sue Bird was the daughter of Larry Bird, for 10 years. But anyway, Sylvia Fowles, man. Maya Moore, baller. I thought she retired too soon, man. And the 2008 USA Basketball Men's National Team, with two current players, LeBron James and Chris Paul, being inducted into the Hall of Fame while they are still playing, man. Congratulations, y'all. In your opinion, does Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard belong in the Hall of Fame? Because I know you. I'm sorry. Wait. Before a little context to our viewers. My brother has a different standard for the Hall of Fame. He doesn't believe certain people that's made it into the Hall of Fame belongs. So when I ask this question, just know I'm asking because my brother has a different standard for the Hall of Fame. So anyway, back to the Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony. Do they belong in the Hall of Fame, in your opinion?
Hell the fuck no. I'm saying that vehemently. I don't understand what is this, the Hall of Mediocrity. I don't understand. I thought the best of the best of the best is supposed to be in there. The champs, they're dudes that ran the table, stuff like that. Like I can kind of see Dwight because he took his team to a finals. All we did, all Carmelo did was just score really good. He wasn't a great defender. He wasn't. He didn't like. He got the one conference with two conference finals, maybe three, two in the West, one in the East. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, I thought the Hall of Fame was supposed to be the Hall of Fame, like the best of the best. Like, it's supposed to be a room you can't get in. I don't care what anybody say. It's a reason. Like when I see these type of things, it's disrespectful to the Bill Russells, to the Kareems, to the Magic, to the Michaels, to the Birds, to the dudes that took it all the way there and crossed the finish line. I really feel like that. I feel like if we go and celebrate accolades, then everybody should go to the damn Hall of Fame. If that's what we're doing. If we gonna celebrate the fact that you can score 60,000 points, are we gonna celebrate the fact that you can lead the league in scoring? If we doing that, then they don't have a Hall of Fame. Just be like Hall of the Rest, Hall of the Regulars, Hall of the Mediocres. Like let's just have that. Let's just have that. This is some bullshit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm serious as hell. And y'all, I know a lot of people like, man, you tripping. I don't care. Fuck you. I don't care if you think I'm tripping. This is how I feel about it. Straight up. This is some bullshit. It takes away from the fact that dudes that have worked hard and got to the top of the hill, and now I gotta share the top of the hill with a bunch of regular cats. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's supposed to be a room you can't get in. It's supposed to be a room you can't get in. It's supposed to be a room where, yeah, everybody walk, yeah, all the players, yeah, we all good. We all in the banquet hall and stuff. And then Mike and them walk in, Magic and them walk in, Kareem walk in, and they go, all right, y'all, see y'all later. We going to the champ room. Like, you know what I'm saying? The champagne a little bit different there, the girl a little bit different in there. Like, it's supposed to be levels. It's supposed to be levels.
All right. So I'm just going to go through a couple comments and then I get my rebuttal. T-Street shit super dope. This should be good. I know Dwight Howard should be in the most sus Hall of Fame. I don't agree in ATL. Melo's Hall of Fame, bro. Maybe not first ballot, but he Hall of Fame. First ballot is a room, and eventually is a room. Okay. Anarchist.Nara _ definitely not first ballot Hall of Fame. T-Street's accolades versus eye test. He passed the eye test for Hall of Fame. Maybe not the accolades. So, Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is the NCAA champion. Now, understand this is the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. This is not the NBA Hall of Fame. The NBA don't have its own Hall of Fame.
I believe that the NBA should have its own Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna let you get to it. So, I think this was Kenny Smith said this some years back. He was like, "Can you tell the story of basketball without this particular player being included?"
Mm-hmm.
And Carmelo Anthony is a player that I don't think you can tell the story of basketball because it's not just the NBA, it's college as well. So I understand that Carmelo Anthony led Syracuse to a national basketball as the most outstanding player of the Final Four.
I can believe
and that. Then Carmelo Anthony, before Kevin Durant came along, Carmelo Anthony was both the leading scorer and the leading rebound in the USA Olympic basketball history. He was also named to the top 75 best players of all time. He also led the league in scoring twice, and he was a 10-time All-Star. So I don't think you can tell the story of basketball without including Carmelo Anthony. Dwight Howard.
College. There's a lot of dudes that did with Carmelo that don't get recognition. There's a lot of 2-time All-Star, top 20 scorer dudes that don't get recognition. So
10-time All-Star. 2 times leading the league in points.
like the Olympics.
One of the guys that
Most
LeBron James, Paul Pierce, and Paul George said is like the hardest to guard, like they've ever had to guard.
Claude George can't guard nobody. He be getting dogged by everybody. So then why you making it seem like he like some #1 defender dude? Like he's good against mediocre dudes, but all the good guys bust his ass. Pause. I don't understand. Like that's a whole nother argument. Why dudes call good defenders until they play somebody good, and then they just become defenders. That's how I look at it. Like
what I'm pointing out is
argument with the Iguodala thing with LeBron. All right, the nigga stopped. The dude stopped him. He scored 2 less points. Like, did he really stop him, or did the rest of the team not do their job? Let's just come on, man.
What I'm talking about is when your peers can vouch for how good your game was,
but your
then
game
you're doing something. You're doing something.
Dimensional, bro. He was one-dimensional.
Because score for 4 levels.
What? See, that's what I'm saying though. Like when you're the best, you're supposed to be feared on both sides of the floor. And I don't care what anybody say. I should be able to bust your ass, pause, and stop you. That's what makes me one of the best. If I'm just good on one side of the court, I'm just good at that. He's a great scorer. Like and I give him that. The man is one of the most prolific scorers at his position. But then what? He wasn't a great rebounder. He wasn't a great passer. He wasn't a great defender. That's basketball. I don't understand. I don't understand what we celebrating. Like I said, if you're gonna celebrate a dude that can come, James Harden should have been first ballot Hall of Fame before he even fucking retire. If we just gonna celebrate the fact that the dude can bust your ass scoring, because for 2-3 years this nigga averaged 30 a month for a month. That's as soon as James Harden retired, even though we know this dude is trash for real, because when he gets to the playoffs, watch he be first ballot just because of those accolades. That's stupid.
So these guys, James Harden, Carmelo Anthony, they are some of the greatest scorers to ever touch a ball, ever. Now, I know they're not complete. I know they're not complete players, but they're some of the greatest at what they do. Greatest. Like there's a fistful of guys that may be better. But Carmelo Anthony is one of them dudes.
I think that we settle, like I say, we settle for what we have because the lack thereof.
What about Dwight Howard?
We settle for what we have because of the lack thereof. Dwight Howard was a complete basketball player. Am I lying or not?
Yeah, you're lying.
How am I lying? He can score. He can defend. He can rebound. He can. What else is a big man supposed to do?
And I guess that's what the difference is. Because he was good for when he was good. He was good for about 5 years, 6 years of his career.
A team that shouldn't even went to the final. He led the team to the finals. The dude is 4-time defensive player of the year. And it wasn't, and it's not back when it was just blocks and stuff. And it was when he was playing some of the best big man during the game was playing in his era, and he was the best defender during that time. KG, all of them was in his era. And he was the best defender. He was the best big man.
Yeah, he's a great player, but unlike Carmelo Anthony, he wasn't named to the top 75.
But that's stupid, because Anthony Davis shouldn't be in the top 75.
Shit.
He shouldn't. He hasn't completed. He's completed 2 seasons his whole career.
I will say,
his nickname is Street Clothes. How do you put a nigga nicknamed Street Clothes in the top 75?
Anthony Davis, NBA champion, as the second best player on that team. Matter of fact, Anthony Davis is responsible for getting Dwight Howard his first championship.
Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis couldn't do what Dwight Howard did. And I
Some
put
of
that
Anthony
with that
Davis stat
opportunity
lines are
with
like
New Orleans when they had
absurd.
a team and they could not get past the Warriors. Now he took them to 6 games, but he still couldn't get past it. Dwight Howard took his team to the finals as the head of the snake.
And lost. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he lost to a better team though. He didn't lose because he wasn't a better player. He lost to a better team that had Baby Jordan on it. Like, are you serious? He lost
He
to
did.
Baby Jordan. That's not nothing to sneeze at.
No, it's not. No, of course not. Um, but I don't think Anthony Davis is the guy I'm gonna take out of that top 75 for Dwight Howard. I do believe Dwight Howard should probably be in that top 75, but
Dame
Anthony
should
Davis,
Dame,
like
like I didn't like the Dame pick. Dame shouldn't be in the top 75. He has
you watch your mouth. You watch
yeah,
your mouth now.
I know that
Watch,
shit don't.
watch, watch your
He has
goddamn mouth now.
accomplished nothing in the NBA.
Wait a
Love
minute.
you, dog. But dude that literally not he hasn't accomplished anything in the NBA outside being one of the most prolific scorers. He literally has. I think he's been to one Western Conference final in his whole career, and you know what I'm saying. And,
Twice.
and he been there twice.
Yeah.
I thought
All-Star game MVP,
that's an
nine-time
accomplishment.
All-Star.
Now because there's 2 people that's off that list that I'm sure everybody agrees with that should be on that list. Clay most definitely should have been on that list. He definitely should have been over there over top Anthony Davis. And Dwight shouldn't have made the list because it's at least 4 dudes that ain't even seen the finals, and he led a team to the finals as the best defender in the league.
Anthony Davis got more first-team selections than Dwight Howard do.
Which is ridiculous too. Which makes absolutely
Yeah.
no sense.
Yeah.
And once again, different eras. Dwight had more big men to go against in his era. He still had the old guard and some of the newer big men that was coming in. So that's not really. That's some of these things have variables and things to them
Yeah.
that you have to look at to
You should.
so it don't match up evenly always. You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
should.
literally
You right.
no power forwards in the fucking league no more. That's why Davis could be that. It isn't. You can't name 5 power forwards that compare to Anthony Davis in the league right now.
Because Anthony Davis is an all-time great, man.
I know.
He
I'm just
really
saying,
is.
but it's always like they always had a contemporary in the leagues we grew up watching though. From the '90s to the mid 2000s, every player had a contemporary. You know what I'm saying? There's no contemporaries to some of these players in this league. There's no other power forwards. It's only 2 or 3 other centers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jokic, Anthony Davis, they got it good right now. They don't have like the Rasheed Wallace era and the Kevin. They ain't got that era to be dealing with. You had to play a power forward every single night from the '90s to the 2000s. You had to play a center every single night from the from the late 2000s, from the '90s to the early 2000s. Like every night you had a big dude you had to face. He ain't got that. He got at least 5 or 6 games. He ain't got to worry about who guarding
Who, which top power forwards? What? Karl Anthony Towns, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Draymond Green.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
I'm calling everybody by the first letter of your damn. A fills me. I don't understand why they thought it was a good idea to put Dame in the 75. Feel me, though, bro. He hasn't
hey,
done anything to deserve to be in the 75 besides being a great scorer. That's it.
yeah. Y'all watch your mouth now.
Oh, by the way, hey, that's my bro.
Hey, wait a minute.
Time,
Y'all,
and that's now business. We
y'all
all from
chill.
Oakland, so you know what I'm saying. We all from Oakland, so.
Hey, don't talk about my God dang. He deserved to be there, bro. I'm telling you.
But it's a couple of dudes that don't deserve to be in there. I even put Dominique. Dominique shouldn't have been in there.
Ooh.
He's
I
just a great dunker. He scored though. He's a good scorer too. I give him that. But like another dude that couldn't make it out of the second round. Another guy can't make it out of the second round. You get to the playoffs and you shit a bird. I can't respect that. Like I say, the top 75, the Hall of Fame should be the best people. If that means that some people ain't gonna make it for a long time, then so be it. Nobody said somebody had to make the Hall of Fame every time it came around. Some people just don't deserve it. So when we get another crop of dudes that's just that good, then we have another Hall of Fame. Actually, I think that would make it more prestigious if they took time off to wait for the greats.
I do think the NBA. I think it's way past it that the NBA should have their own Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But it's just guys like Anthony Davis and Damian Lillard named to the top 75 was because they were the best of their time. And quite honestly, I'll put Dame up against any guard in NBA history. Seriously, straight up. And Anthony Davis, I'll put Anthony Davis up against any power forward in NBA history, especially if he's healthy. So I really do think that's more of a eye test thing, like and
Of course,
peer voting.
you can tell by who they picked. This is an eye test thing. Like they just like who they like, And plus, when you got dudes who ain't never played basketball making the votes, what I'm saying, at a professional level and stuff, they basically looking at who they like. That's another thing. I think they should do it like the NFL do. I think the NBA should do at Hall of Fame and treat it like the NFL top 100. Well, only the players vote.
T Streets, Kareem Olajuwon, Duncan, Shaq, and Wilt, Joker, KG. Only big man I'm taking before. Then come Ewing, Dwight, AD, etc. When it comes to bigs, still taking Robinson, Rodman, and Barkley before second apron of players. Also,
that's what I'm saying. Give me Barkley before you give me AD. I don't care what you say. I take 94 Barkley that took Jordan to 6 games before any of these power forwards in this league right now.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Fuck no.
It's only, and none of them averaging 20 and 20.
Let me see. What do you say? Kareem Olajuwon, Duncan, Shaq.
When he was playing for the Sixers, Barkley used to average damn near like 18 rebounds a game.
Hey, round amount of rebound. I got him.
The dude was the MVP of the league.
Streets. I'm not putting KG in that same apron as Kareem, Olajuwon, Duncan, and Shaq, and Wilt, and Joker. I think he a peg under them.
You said you're not putting him in that tier?
No, I'm not.
Because he's not. He's not. He has to play a season more than once.
No, I'm talking about KG. I'm not putting KG in that same tier as those other names.
What? Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
There you go. You're not taking into account that this man did everything. He was the MVP, one of the top defensive. He should have been defensive player of the year at least twice. He led his team in scoring. He's the heart of every team he's ever been on. How can you not put him in the same echelon of them? If you had to take, the only thing that KG is lacking is more final appearances, because during his Minnesota era, he got kicked out in a lot of second round, stuff like that. He had like one Western Conference Finals. But the moment you put him next to a dude that was worth something, or a team that had anything, 3 straight conference finals, 2 straight finals. Like, come on, man. KG different, bro. KG different. KG will bust AD ass, nigga. And he'll shut him down on defense. I put that on my kids. He was shut AD ass. Because first of all, AD a punk. So KG will be in his ear punking him the whole game. I'm not talking about Boston KG. I'm talking about Minnesota KG. Minnesota KG will bust AD ass. Pause. Straight up. MVP KG giving AD work, bruh. Straight work.
I would love to see Minnesota KG versus Pelicans AD. I swear I would. Yeah. That'd be a hell of a matchup.
Because AD, he play defense, but he don't play defense. He ain't physical, and he ain't in your ear. He ain't, because that's all frustration alone. AD gonna get mad. That's all frustrating because KD, you's a bitch. And all that stuff in his ear the whole game. You just hearing you's a punk, you's a mark, you's a sucker the whole game. Bruh, that would be, just alone. KD would get kicked out AD would get kicked out for the game over because KG, that version of KG. He was saying whatever came through his head. Like Minnesota KG, nigga, I'll rip your, bruh. Watch after this game. I'm gonna whoop your ass and I'm gonna pull your chick.
Not, I'm not putting him in the same breath as a Kareem, a six-time champion, Hakeem Olajuwon, two-time MVP, two-time champion, Duncan, 5 rings,
But you gotta think,
Shaq,
everybody
4 rings,
had
Will.
teams around them. He never had a team except for one time, and the one time he had a team, he took him as deep as he could. But once again, he was playing another should be Hall of maybe I guess in this Hall of Fame power forward. Every time. The competition level for KG was way worse than AD. AD couldn't deal with a Karl Malone, Rasheed Wallace,
Oh my God, bro.
all
I
these dudes
know you
every night.
have a
Still
90s
put up
bias,
25 a
bro,
game.
but come on, man. Go stop that, bro. Stop doing that. Like, keep your bias to yourself, man.
What you mean?
Like, talking about like eras and competition, like 90s had more competition than like AD's era of competition.
So
Stop
you
that.
honestly don't think that it was better power forwards then than it is now?
I, I'm saying AD's competition is just as steep, if not steeper,
Name
than
5 power
KD.
forwards. Name 5, no, legit power forwards, because that's essentially what it is. Name 5 legit power forwards outside of Giannis better than AD, or even on the level of AD. Because you
Shit,
can't
Boogie
say
Cousins was a
Draymond averaged 8
goddamn
a game.
problem. Zebo was a goddamn problem. Like
Yeah,
Dirk was a goddamn
all these
problem.
from the KG era. Zebo is from the KG era.
And that's what I'm saying. They eras overlap. Some of the competition that KG played, AD played too. Like, stop doing that.
No, he played it when
It's
they were
not
old.
that far off.
Zebo, he got old Zebo. He got over 30 Zebo. KG was playing 25, 27, 28 Zebo. Totally different thing.
Grindhouse Zebo was a goddamn problem for my Warriors. I can tell you that.
No,
And
I'm
AD
not
was
saying
right
that it
there.
wasn't, but still, hey, man, age catches up to everybody except for LeBron, obviously. So that makes a difference. It makes a difference, bro. Like, I understand it's hard to compare eras, but some things is just simple. It's just right there in your face. It's clearly it was at least 20 power forwards in that era that were raw as hell.
So let me see. Kevin Love, KG and AD did play each other. Kevin Durant is technically a small forward. Blake Griffin will put your ass in the rim.
No defense.
Like you say, Giannis is a motherfucker.
Giannis was
Uh,
the only
Dirk
threat in that era
Nowitzki.
because he played both sides of the ball. Giannis would have been like one of the most hardest power forwards to guard during the late 90s and early 2000, mid 2000s because of what he can do as a power forward. Outside of that, bro, these dudes were raw at power forward back then, bro. Carl, Sean, Barkley, fucking bro. It was Tim, early Tim. Uh, uh, um, um. The list goes on and on. Like I say, Kemp, Rodman. It was just so many power forwards in that league, bro. It's crazy. It was crazy. It was actually a power. Dirk, like you said, Dirk. Amari Stoudemire. It was just so many power forwards that you had to go up against every single fucking night. And a nigga that can't stay on the court more than 60 games a season, and you gotta play this competition. You gonna put him over a nigga who played damn near 81 games every season. KG played damn near 80 games every season until
The,
towards the end of his career when he got a little bit hurt. But prior to that, KG was playing whole seasons and stuff. We talking about a nigga who can't even stay on the court. It's better than a nigga who stayed on the court and was dominating on both sides of the ball.
yeah, T Streets. I got AD and KG in the same apron, bro. I don't got them in the third apron. Uh, they both part of that top 75 team, and AD's still writing the story, and I can't wait to see what they do in Dallas. But their competition overlaps. Of course, KG came in, like you said, during an era where you did have Kemp and Robin and them, but I'm not putting aside Paul Gasol and
But
Giannis and
he
Blake
came in
Griffin and Kevin
girl from
Love and
high school.
Chris Bosh and David West and Zebo and
None of them dudes is
Elton Brand and Draymond Green.
none of
Like,
them dudes as good as the players than any of them power
and
forwards.
there you go. There you go.
And
There
none
go
of them
that
dudes,
bias.
Draymond, Bosh, none of them dudes is better than Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Tim
Raper,
Duncan,
6'4",
Sean Kemp. None of them are better than them in their primes.
John Kemp
None,
can
not one
shoot.
of them.
Okay, bro. And
Not
that's
one
what
of them.
we might have to agree to disagree.
You couldn't go name for name and get a nigga to agree with you with that. You couldn't go, let's say Sean Kemp and Chris Bosh.
Yeah,
You really
any
gonna
nigga
pick
from the
Sean Kemp
50s.
over Chris
Yeah, I
Bosh?
know.
You really gonna pick Chris Bosh over Sean Kemp?
Yes, yes, especially for
Smoking
this
crack,
game.
nigga. You
Especially for this game.
smoking. You
Especially
smoking,
for this
bro.
game.
You smoking.
And
You smoking.
Chris and Sean Kemp was a monster. I know that.
The nigga
Chris
averaged 26.
Chris
This nigga went to
Chris
Miami
Bosh, a
and averaged
two-time NBA
14 points a
champion.
game, and he was supposed to be the third guy. And you gonna
Yes.
tell me Sean Kemp didn't get weak until he went to Cleveland. The whole time, the nigga went to a finals. Like, come on, man.
Go to the finals, got his ass
The
whooped. I know.
Rain Man, man.
Chris
We
Bosh
told him
got two.
Captain Dunk a lot. Like, man.
Draymond Green, Defensive Player of the Year. Yes. Dirk Nowitzki. Beat
I'm not. Dennis Rodman is better than Draymond.
Brown. Okay.
He
Kevin
is.
Love was a
He just
triple-double
simply is. He's a
monster.
better
Yes, bro.
rebounder. You can't say he's not a better rebounder, and he's a way better defender.
And it's a different era of basketball with different rules and different skill sets. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I don't gotta compare. I don't gotta put an era down to big up
I
another
would take
era.
Dennis
That's
Rodman
what I don't gotta do.
Draymond in this era. Like
Huh?
if the Warriors are 100% better with Dennis Rodman than they are with Draymond. If we get 100% focused Dennis Rodman without no text and stuff, Dennis Rodman is a better player than Draymond. Facts.
It's not facts. It's only an opinion. You don't know the difference between facts and opinion. That's the problem here. That's why this is an argument.
You didn't see they both defensive players of the year, but you got one dude that literally averaged 19 rebounds a fucking game.
Bro, I don't gotta put down one era to big up another. It's just as simple as that.
I'm just telling you what he did compared to a dude that didn't do that. I'm saying it gotta be something. If we're going, all right, let's just go numbers alone. His numbers aren't better than Rodman's. Championship wise, whatchamacallit, maybe championship wise because he got 4, Rodman got 5.
Bro, Rodman, do we got?
Because he got one with
Dominic put out a statement the other day talking about I wish the Newcastle stop talking about us old heads and make a point. This is why they do it. This shit right here, what you're doing, this is why the old folks,
I don't care what none of these young dudes talking about. They just don't want to.
This is why they get called trash and shit because y'all don't know how to pass the baton. Like leave them dudes alone.
League over the people who paved the way for you guys, and that's where I'm not letting it go. Y'all try to make it seem like y'all got more skills and stuff like that, and it's just because y'all can't get punched, knocked over, and shit like that. So I don't like the fact that y'all overlook the fact that they paved the way for you guys to be what y'all are. That's the problem.
How this shit goes. As the time goes on,
because of a different league, and like you say, it's time. It's a time frame. We played in a different era where niggas wasn't no punks.
And niggas ain't no punks today, bro. And
I don't believe that.
But every time we get on this, you get the these niggas saw, these niggas trash. They was better. This game was better. Stop doing that. Let them live. And every other sport, as time goes on, the game evolves. That's just how it goes. And the old heads give them fools they just do. That way the young cats ain't got to say shit about them because they got old heads rooting them on. But if it's for some reason in basketball, it's not that. This game trash. They suck.
The fact that
what they doing. So when these new cats call you the Stormers, they get mad. How you talk about us?
Because it's more about and scoring now than it being about a complete game. People don't want to see a 60, 70-point game because that means it will be good defense. And people don't want to see that now. So
Yo, we have to do
it steals away from the game. I don't care what anybody say. When you saying that defense shouldn't be a part of the game, that's a problem because it's
Who
actually
said
part of
that?
the game.
Yo, we have to do a list and break down errors right after. We might set some things concrete. The rest, Bosch KG ushered in new league. Facts. Facts, man. But yeah, that's time, big bro. We got on subject and everything.
I know, but this was the whole point of this is, like I say, it's just conversation that the show don't always have to go structured. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can go off the rails if we passionate about the conversation. And I'm really passionate about the fact that the youngsters don't give the OGs enough props for paving the way. And y'all just old and y'all tripping because y'all because it was different. It was different. I feel like we bred real men back then. Like dudes that had to go and get off work, get off the basketball court, and then go to work. And then come back and play basketball again. When we got dudes, like, I'm not finna go to practice after I play basketball all day. It's just a different time to me. Like, it's only yeah, I'm not saying every dude is like that, but we see a lot of dudes that get in them crunch moments and them crunch times where it mean a lot, like the James Harden, when they get to the playoffs and stuff, and they just look scared to play.
Like Charles Barkley did in the 90s. I understand. Yeah.
I don't know, he didn't because
he took scared to play.
He took Jordan 6. You can't say that one dude who led the league in turnovers and then compare him to the dude that took the greatest player of all time to 6 games and say he was scared to play. He averaged more than damn near 30 points every single game doing that thing. That's not somebody scared to play. When you
He also jumped ship to go to Houston Rockets to take a backseat to Olajuwon. He looked scared to play in Houston. He did.
No, he took a backseat because he had a messed up back. He had a messed up, bicep. He was thinking like that. He wasn't Charles Barkley no more. He literally said, I went there to try to grab me a championship before I left because I wasn't the player that was. That's not being scared. You have to take the backseat if you ain't got it no more. You do. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't walking around here, man, that's still like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, most people, like I say, Father Time takes hold. So it is what it is. But anyway, man, that's been the show. We just left it on the court. I thank everybody who joined the conversation. T Streets, as always, we'll get you that 2K26 real quick, Brody. Don't trip. I'd like to thank everybody who joined the podcast. This always love, bro. I love you. I love having these debates, you know what I'm saying, that we have, I'm saying, there's never no hard feelings. We always get off this. It's all love. All it is debate, y'all. So don't
gotta leave it on the court.
It's never nothing after this. We get all, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love my bro. We just sit up here, argue, cuss each other out, and everything. And after that, that's that. Other than that, I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Until next week at 4 o'clock next Sunday.